and welcome back to the Java Noob series. This is episode 9 on Melissa's Magical Menagerie. Today I wanted to start off by showing you a new farm that I had built, and so let's do it. It's dark. It's dark and frightening. So I did a little terraforming on this area. I'm gonna have this be like a creek coming out of here, and it meets with the sea. The seawater does come all the way down to there, so I'm gonna maybe fill this up a little bit as a little stream going out to the ocean, coming out of the rocks. And over here we have the farm. It's very exciting. Check it out. No. So what this is going to be is a foundation, and there will be more added onto it. This will go down into the basement, but this will be a foundation of a giant wizard's tower that's going to go all the way basically up to that AFK spot up there, and be mob proof because this is our creeper farm, which we have none coming through yet, but it is working relatively well for the little amount of time I've spent here after building it. I started working on that water. There it is. It's gonna look good once we get some sand and some sea plants in there. But let's get it going on this video today. We have a lot to cover. We gotta do another villager build, a farm today, and we are gonna do defeating a sea temple. So lots to do. Let's get started. The first thing to do was gather the supplies I needed to build, and so I used my elytra to fly to the mushroom island and bone meal some of these mushrooms for gathering. I want to walk us up to the building site for today. So up here behind the librarian's home, up on the hill, I'm not going to show too much of that. So over here right on the edge, don't look. So it's a pretty cool spot for building, and I think I'm going to do a staircase down with maybe a dock right down there, which will be pretty cool. So as you'll see several times during this time lapse, I'm really bad at remembering to hit record when I come back from going to gather more supplies. Oopsies. I'm using quartz, bone block, and mushroom stem here along with dark oak. The top of this is made out of white concrete, dripstone, the mushroom cap, and I think it's light gray terracotta. So she's my own version of a big brown mushroom. So I'm going to do a little bit here of detailing out the doors using some dark oak log here. Stripping that down. Decided to utilize the frog light there. Adding some ladders up to the top floor. And then decided to make a pit stop quick at some of my farms. Doing well. On my way back, went to trade. And had an oopsie. Decided maybe giving them lots of bread would appease them. All the breads. It didn't work. Back for some detailing, doing lighting with glow lichen, adding shutters on the windows, and now onward to doing this big staircase down. Trying to blend it into the ground around it, which was a little bit difficult, but trying to a little bit more seamlessly blend it in. And at this point decided, you know what, under this I should make a big cave. I wanted to detail out this wall or this cliff face a little bit using some cobble instead of having it all just be stone. I also ended up bringing in some andesite. And because I had to tear down a bunch of mushrooms and trees, I wanted to add a few back to the environment. But a creeper decided to thwart my efforts here, but was unsuccessful. So just doing my best to try and make it look like one of the mushrooms that occurs naturally. Just a little more confusing than I expected it to be, but I think I figured it out here in the end. And now to build up the docks at the end of the staircase, giving them wooden supports with dark oak. And here's another glance into that cave that I made under the stairs. Lots of friends wanted to join. Thought that it was a little too perfect with all the planks, so added in some spruce trapdoors just to give it a little more interest, maybe make it look a little bit more worn down. And there's what it looks like almost completed with the stairway all the way up, and added some leaves in there. And the dock's completed look. And then to make it a little easier to get around town, I decided to put up some signs so that people knew their way around if they came to visit Oakenvale. I got to catch pigs. I want to put pigs in that little area by the butcher's house. And that leads me into a side quest. They need piggies. I caught a pig. Unintentionally, while I was trying to safety-proof my pasture area for pigs or for sheep and cows. Come on. Come on. Come on. Pig. And got a second pig. Piggies. Good job. Now make a baby. And that's all we're going to have is 3 pigs. Aw, baby. And now to get supplies for the farm of the day. Lots and lots of hoppers. And gathered all the supplies together when I realized I needed quartz, so to the nether. Look, I found this guy again. Hi, buddy. Who are you? Where are you going? You came from one of my portals. Where did you come from? That's so weird. Anyways.
Ooh, there's a nice little stash. That's hilarious.
New supplies in hand, I was able to make a bunch of pistons, but realized I needed one ingredient for sticky pistons. So I found a slime chunk because I couldn't find slime in any of my caves, and so I hollowed out a slime chunk here using Chunk Finder. And let's see if we have any. No. I know I do, though, because I already came over and killed them, but I forgot to show you. So yes, there is slime that generates in this slime chunk. To the building site. Let's go down. Excuse me, I'd rather if you didn't fall into my hole. Thank you. Bye. Don't worry about what I'm doing in your basement. Bye. Time lapse number 2. So I had to finagle this a bit. Lo and behold, I didn't know that you couldn't put dust, redstone dust into pistons in Java. Surprise! So I had to put a repeater and then do the redstone dust, but I made that work, so let's continue. And here's what she looks like completed. And now time to test her out. To find out that I could not make her work no matter what. Bam. So I just changed it into a non-zero-tic farm down into there. There we go. So it is working. Just manually allowed it to grow up. Was the only way I could get it to work. Time to fly to the sea temple. Pretty sure it's this way. Now that I'm here, I want to get a little bit prepared before I go into the water. Put that there. Set our spawn point. Put the water breathing potion. This. Pick 2 water breathing potions. And we go in. Had relatively easy times with defeating the first Elder Guardian. And the second Elder Guardian, actually. Had to do a little dodge and weave. Use some of the natural resources to keep myself alive. And my door. But couldn't find that third Elder Guardian, so decided to leave and regroup here for a few minutes just to maybe get another water breathing potion. And went back in to finish this up. But things didn't go so well. Do I have my elytra? No, I don't. Where's my elytra? Where? Well, I'm dead. It was at this point I decided to take a moment of quiet contemplation about what I'd been through. Well, that was a bummer. And go back home. But returned with my secret weapon, buckets of milk. And was able to find the Elder Guardian right away. But had to play it safe this time. I was not about to die again and lose everything. But I got her and was able to get my prize. Lots and lots of sponge, which allowed this cool ASMR. Well, that's all the new content for today. Let's take a run up here from our docks back up to the brown mushroom house. Hello. And go down into our basement where we can see that that's working. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like and subscribe. Bye.